preaching, I hope you so I gotta spread the love. I feel your pain, you just wait your turn.
What's good, y'all? It's K-I-N-G Cruz, and we back with another video. But before we get started with this video, can we please hit that like goal of 50 likes? 50 likes is all I'm asking for. I know y'all can do it, so pause this video right now, smash that like button. And now 35% of you that watch me are not subscribed. What are you guys doing, man? What are you guys doing? All you gotta do is hit that red subscribe button. But anyways, man, let's get this video started. So in today's video, we will be going over my top defensive badges in order, y'all. In order. I just want to go over what I think is the best defensive badges in NBA 2K20. So let's get right to it. Don't worry about my setup. I'm just going to go over the best defensive badges. Some of these badges are not even in my setup, but I do think they are the best badges in the game. So, coming in first place is obviously Intimidator. Intimidator is one of those badges that every single person uses on this game, whether it's on bronze, silver, gold, or Hall of Fame. I always keep Intimidator in the Hall of Fame because I'm a lockdown defender and I'm obviously able to have it on Hall of Fame. So I always use Intimidator. And what Intimidator does, y'all, don't matter where they are on the court, it'll help you get a better type of shot contest. Like, say you're at the free throw line and they're at the 3-point line, and you have to play hands up defense. If you have that Hall of Fame Intimidator, you will obviously get some type of contest. Because if you don't have Intimidator, it'll be wide open for that person every single time. So, whatever build you are, if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it doesn't matter how many defensive badges you have. Please, make sure you at least have Intimidator on bronze if you are able to get that badge. Please have it on bronze. This is the most useful badge in the game, in my opinion. Now let's get into the number 2 defensive badge in the game that I personally think is the best defensive badge in the game, of course, which I would go with is Rem Protector. Now I only have this on bronze because that's all I needed on, but other people, if you're a big, always guarding big ball, and you have that extra badge, put this on Hall of Fame, especially if you're an elite. If you are an elite and you're big, put Rem Protector in Hall of Fame if you have the badges to do so. Now let me tell you what Rem Protector does. Every single time you get a block, especially if this is on Hall of Fame, this is for y'all people that want it in Hall of Fame, but you don't need it in Hall of Fame. The reason I have it on bronze, is because I get the animations of blocks, snatch blocks, and all that. So that's why I have it on bronze. That's all you need it on, to get your animations that you need when you want to go for blocks. But if you have it on Hall of Fame, let me explain something to y'all. Guys. So every single time you get a block, your takeover bar, let's just say you start off with no takeover bar, right? So you know how it goes from the R to the E to the V to the O, right? Going up the takeover bar. Once you get a block, I'm telling you right now, it'll go around the V and the O. I'll say if you literally get 3 to 4 blocks in the game by itself, you get takeover with Hall of Fame Rem Protector. Now, have you ever seen that before? Because I've gotten 3 blocks in the game and gotten takeover with just Rem Protector. It's crazy. Or if you make that one shot and get a block, takeover easily. Easily takeover. It's crazy. But this is only if you hit elite and you have that takeover booster. So that's the one thing, that if you're not elite and you don't have takeover booster, then I advise not putting on Hall of Fame. But bronze is great just for the animations. Now, number 3, third best defensive badge on my list has to be clamps. I've seen a huge difference in my gameplay when I put clamps on Hall of Fame rather than bronze. I am now able to guard guards better now. I'm able to guard bigs better now. I'm able to guard wings better now. I'm able to guard every build better now with Hall of Fame clamps. When I used to have it on bronze, I was always on skates getting cooked by every single guard. But it also comes with experience, y'all. If y'all want a better defender, it comes with experience. I like playing the guard so I can become a better defender. So I can be able to clamp up these back and forth people, back and forth, back and forth. I want to be able to guard them, and that's why I have Hall of Fame clamps on. It feels like you're glued on to the defender. It feels like you can't get off of him. It feels like you have better awareness of where the defender is going, and it just feels so much better with that Hall of Fame clamps on. You're just stuck onto the player that you're guarding. So Hall of Fame clamps, I advise you, if you do use this badge, try and use it as high as you can without overboard. But I'm able to use it on Hall of Fame. Obviously, this is my badge setup, so I'm actually able to use it on Hall of Fame, and it benefits me a whole lot. Now, number 4 on the list has to be Pogo Stick. Now, let me get into Pogo Stick, y'all. If Pogo Stick was not in the game, and I say this a lot, y'all, I say this a lot. If Pogo Stick was not in NBA 2K20, I believe bigs would literally take over 2K. Big men would take over 2K. You would not be able to stop them. Once they do a pump fake, you're not recovering. You are not going to recover once they do a pump fake. But that's the reason Pogo Stick is now in the game. I think this was a good badge addition for people that don't run Pogo Stick. You will get murdered in the paint. So you have to have Pogo Stick to be able to defend bigs in this game. So the lowest Pogo Stick you can go if you're a big man, lowest Pogo Stick you can go is silver. That's the absolute lowest, or you're just gonna get murdered in the paint. That's all I gotta tell you guys. But what I advise you to do is go Hall of Fame Pogo, because it is so much easier to defend bigs in the paint. You can just spam triangle. That's the beauty of Pogo Stick. You can spam triangle. Sometimes it won't work, but like 90% of the time, you can just spam triangle in the paint, and you will just keep jumping up and down, getting contest on those cheesy interior forces that just hold square on you and think they're good and make it in the paint every single time. That's why I have Pogo Stick Hall of Fame, just for those people, because I am a 6'9" rebounding wing, and I'm able to guard those 7'3" big men that try to cheese their way to winning a game. That's why I have Pogo Stick on. Literally, that is why. Now, badge number 5 that I think is important in this game is definitely Interceptor. Definitely this badge, especially if you play threes, y'all. If you play threes, I usually play passing lanes of threes. And Interceptor, I've noticed, Hall of Fame. This is Hall of Fame. Any other Interceptor, really, maybe gold works good, but any other Interceptor, it's like they tip the ball. But when you have Hall of Fame Interceptor, I feel like you consistently catch the ball instead of tip it out of bounds, tipping it the other way. The team gets it and still dunks it. That's why I have this badge on Hall of Fame. I feel like I'm able to grab the ball a lot more. I have better instincts with Hall of Fame Interceptor, and my guy just gets a lot more steals overall with Interceptor. Now, if you don't have Interceptor at all, I don't know what to tell you. You're not getting as many steals as you possibly can be getting. I get 1 to 2 steals, I'd say, every single game just by playing passing lanes and playing smart in the game. You have to have the knowledge to use Interceptor, and that's why it's a little lower on my list, because you actually have to know how to actually play passing lanes and be good at the actual game. Because if you are not very decent at the game and you run Interceptor and you don't know how to play those passing lanes, the badge is kind of useless. So you gotta like know what passing lanes are to have Interceptor on, if you know what I mean, y'all. But let's get into my next favorite badge in this game, and it's gotta be Chase Down Artist. Chase Down Artist, man. Now, this is self-explanatory, y'all. All this does is give me the animations. You don't need this badge any higher than what it is right now. All you need is on bronze so you can get chase down animations. Because if you do not have Chase Down Artist, don't expect to get a single chase down block in this game. Don't expect it. Seriously, that's why almost every big man that has Chase Down Artist, it's probably on bronze, because all you need is that chase down animation and you'll be good. That's literally what this badge is for, and that's why it's needed. For times, you know, it's 1919, guys running down the court, you can hit that LeBron chase down block, y'all. Chase down artist, that's what it does. Now, there's only 2, and I repeat, 2 more badges that are useful in this game, and then the rest, I just believe you don't need them. The rest of the badges in this game, I feel like you just don't need them. But let's get into the next badge, y'all, which is Brick Wall. Now, Brick Wall is low on the list because it depends on your teammates' playstyle. It literally depends on your teammates' playstyle. A lot of people like ISO. A lot of people like pick and roll, pick and pop. But if you have a teammate that plays ISO, you don't need Brick Wall at all. And sometimes people that do pick and pop, pick and roll, like me, sometimes I will play it. I don't use Brick Wall neither, and it still works effectively. So that's why I don't use Brick Wall. But I know some people that play the 2s, like they'll have a sharp and a fat interior finisher, a fat rim protector, whatever you want to call them. And they'll just set big body screens for their sharp, and the sharp will shoot. I respect that type of play. That's why you need Hall of Fame Brick Wall if you are that type of player. If you are that type of big that plays with a sharp, you will need Hall of Fame Brick Wall. You'll see everybody fall to the ground. You'll see everybody get stuck in them screens, and it's a lot easier to play with your sharp if you have Hall of Fame Brick Wall. You just hit the brick wall. Once they get stuck, big man has to pick up on the sharp. If he doesn't, sharp will shoot a green. If big man does pick up on the sharp, you roll big man. And that's the beauty of Brick Wall in this game, y'all. That's the beauty of Brick Wall. It is a very effective way to play the game. So that's why Brick Wall is on my list, but it is low because you don't necessarily need Brick Wall, especially if you're playing with ISO players. Alright, y'all, now the last badge on this list has to go to Box. And I see it, y'all. I don't run Box, but I definitely do see it, y'all. When these big men are getting boards over me in the paint sometimes, it is because they have Box, bro. I cannot get around them at all. They either have Box or Worm, but I most likely believe that it is Box, y'all. I think it is Box. I've never ran Box, but oh my god, these big men, when they run that Box on me, I cannot get a board. Like, they'll get 4 or 5 boards in a row if they guard can't shoot. And I'm just like, dang, why can't I get this board? And it's because of Box. Now what Box does, I'll read it out for y'all. Strengthens the player ability to effectively box out opponents in anticipation of a rebound. So that's like, if you know your guard is going to shoot the ball, and you're holding L2 in the paint, and you have Hall of Fame Box, the person that's guarding you, they will not get around you with Worm, with anything. They cannot get around you if you got the Hall of Fame Box, especially if you're a big body center, you know, 7-foot+ center. They're just not getting around you. And that's why I get hoarse sometimes, but it's okay because my build is still able to guard bigs. But that's the reason Box is on my list, because it is frustrating for me as a rebounding wing to try and get boards. So if you are a big man and you want to force everybody, especially if the other team is running small ball, use Box. You will see a difference in your gameplay if you're not using it now, because this badge is so OP when it comes to getting boards, y'all. But those are my top badges in the game. The rest of the badges can say goodbye because I just believe they're all useless. Like, I have Tireless Defender and Rebound Chaser on, but it's like I don't see a difference with or without them on. And also, I don't need Box or Brick Wall, but I just have them on because maybe they do have a difference. Maybe Tireless Defender has a difference on me. I just use it because of the name and what it says it does, but it really doesn't do that much for me. But yeah, these are my top badges, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'm out. Peace.